Welcome back to another episode of Front Row Cinema, a movie podcast for movie lovers by movie lovers. I am your host, TJ Trimboli, and with me, as always, my co-host. I got the Don of Shark Dons in the house tonight. Good, Mr. James O'Reilly.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Are you feeling all right? I know you lost like your consigliere, like your son's just all over the place. Like, how you holding up?
I mean, I'm doing okay. I mean, I think I learned a lot by the end of the movie. Me and what was his name, Lenny? we
Lenny?
we
Yeah,
get along.
yeah,
The
yeah.
other one's dead and not great, but you gotta break a few eggs to
Yeah,
make an
listen,
omelet here.
50-50 ain't so bad. Like you're one for two. It's not horrible. Each week, we take a look at a different movie from our childhood and we see how well it's aged, along with the hype surrounding the film, its box office analysis, and legacy in the film industry. So, if you enjoy this kind of content, hit that sub button on YouTube, leave that 5-star review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It's how you help the channel grow. Jim, what are we watching tonight?
We're watching Shark Tale.
That is right, the 2004 animated film directed by Vicky Jensen, Bebo Bergeron, there's a name, and
Of
Rob
course.
Letterman, from a script by him and Michael J. Wilson, and starring Will Smith, Jack Black, Renee Zellweger, Angelina Jolie, and Robert De Niro. Now, we've got the DVD cover here, Jim, because, gotta have Shark Tale on DVD, right? I
Yeah,
know
I
some,
guess
I know,
you've got to.
yeah,
Yeah, I
I know some
suppose.
of you amateurs would be like, I'll just watch it on Netflix. But to those I say, phooey on you. I've
I
got
was
a
just
DVD.
happy that I didn't have to pay like $4.08 to watch a movie
I
this
know
week.
I feel like this is the first movie that we've done in a long while that was actually on a streaming site.
Yeah, believe me, yes, in a long while, and I have the bank statements to prove it.
Listen, Jim, it's a tax write-off, all right? Bill it to the show.
Fandango at home is like practically keeping its lights on with the amount of fucking movies I rent from them.
They're like, who's this Jim O'Reilly at home? We got to get this guy on a platinum card because he's making a killing for us.
Yeah, they're like, what is wrong with this guy? Like,
They're like,
he
I watched
rents
this
a
dude.
new obscure movie from the early 2000s every week.
He's like, this dude has watched nothing but September 2004 movies for the last month and a half. We need to check in on him and make sure he's all right.
Yeah.
But we got our lovely little log line on the back here, Jim, and it reads Oscar, a lowly tongue scrubber at the local whale wash, becomes an improbable hero when he tells a great white lie. To keep his secret, Oscar teams up with an outcast vegetarian shark, Lenny, and the two become the most unlikely of friends. When his life begins to unravel, it's up to Oscar's loyal friend Angie and Lenny to help him stand up to the most feared shark in the water and find his true place in the reef.
Pretty on point. That is
Bet.
what the movie was about.
That is what the movie is about. Now, Jim, if the DVD isn't enough for you and you need a little something with a little bit more urgency, a little bit something for you to do, I also got the PlayStation 2 game for you.
Oh, nice. Did you play? Now, wait, hold on. Did you play the PlayStation 2 game in the lead up to this episode?
I did hook my PS2 up. I made it through about 2 levels before I was like, this is trash. This is one of the
It
worst things
can't
I've played in
possibly
my
be
life.
good, right? Like,
Oh, it's no, it is so rough. It's so bad. It's just like a bunch, like there's like a dance sequence in it where it's just like you're just mashing the buttons to like follow like Oscar and his dance with like Angie. It's hilariously silly in the perfect way that PS2 games were in the mid 2000s, but looking back on it, you're like, I can't believe this was the peak of video games for us at once upon a time.
well, first of all, I don't know that Shark Tale was the peak of PlayStation 2 games in
It was to
2004.
me, damn
I
it.
think there was a lot of better PlayStation 2 games. I can't come up with any off the top of my head, but
Listen,
there was some banger PlayStation 2 games.
why would you waste your time with Vice City when there was Shark Tale to play? All right. Like, it's
Yeah.
just like, come on.
Also, I can't believe that that probably cost like $50 like to
Yeah,
buy.
yeah. Once upon a time, that was
That's
probably
like
a full
highway
price
robbery,
game.
man.
That was a full price game. Once upon a time, I found it at a thrift store for $3. The worthy price it was. $3, 3 levels. That seems fair.
I want to get into something now before we do the box office because I don't know like a better time to get into it.
Okay.
We've done a couple animated movies now
Okay.
What's the deal with putting like star actors in these movies? What's the point? Like, what, does it accomplish anything? Are they like actually good voice actors, like better than other voice actors?
Well, I think back then it became just name recognition. Like Will Smith was going to put butts in the seats,
Yeah, but
and we'll
these are
round it out with
movies
some
for
other
like
stars.
little children. Like, they would never know the difference.
But the parents that have to drag themselves along for these kids, they're like, all right, well, at least like I got Will Smith like to look forward to in this.
Yeah, at least I have Will Smith voicing that like little fish. Like,
See, in 2004, that was a big deal. Damn it!
yeah, I guess so. I just
I
like
think
this
it
was the
was
one that stuck out to me the most because like
it's very egregious in this because it's like, why is Renee Zellweger like wasting her time with this? Like,
right, what right exactly. Like why and why I could see it makes
why?
more sense to me for Renee Zellweger, who, probably doesn't have a lot of lines in this movie. She's not in it for that much, honestly. It's not a very long movie. She's kind of like a almost like a side character. Like, she's not really like taking the front seat a lot. So like I feel like this is like it makes more sense for her or like Angelina Jolie who's barely in it. Like cuz they just probably come in for like a week or two and do all their lines and make like a little bit of money. It's like a nice job and then like
This
their
was
kids get to go see it.
this was the year for Jolie putting in supporting barely am I there performances between this and
Right,
Sky
right.
Captain.
Right. It's just like I can't imagine where like the movie like the DreamWorks is like, you know what? Get me Angelina Jolie. Like why? I don't understand.
Well,
Like
I think because right around this time, obviously a little bit earlier, but like I think Shrek is really the first one that kind of explodes this into like such a thing where like we got to get name talent for this. And I think, when you get something like an Eddie Murphy, who like, and no matter what form you put him in, is going to kill it. I think they took the wrong lessons from that, in that it was when we do animated movies now, we need name people for this to sell it. Because like, I think the bigger question is just like, what the hell is Martin Scorsese doing here?
right, exactly. That's one of the weirdest ones. Yeah.
And it's literally only there because they were like, we're basically just riffing on gangster movies here. So like, how funny would it be if we just got Martin Scorsese to voice a character in this with Robert De Niro? And it's like, dude, don't you have better things to do right now? Like,
Yeah, again, he probably wasn't in it very much either. So like I could see where like, for like a week or two maybe he doesn't, but like just at what point is somebody like get me Martin Scorsese? Like why? What does it accomplish? I just don't
um,
understand it.
and
And
like you said,
this
I get it for the actors because this is light work for them. It's like I sit in a booth for like 3 weeks, I record dialogue, and I make like $10 million. Like, fuck yeah, sign
right,
me up. Like, absolutely. The
right.
only person in this movie that like feels like they belong in animated stuff is Jack Black.
Yeah, which that's fair because I mean, similar to Eddie Murphy in a lot of ways, actually, he a lot of times feels like he's playing an animated character even in like his live action movies. You know what I mean?
He's
like I
very
could
much
see
like a
where
larger
like
than life presence.
yeah, and like he does like like his goofy Jack Black moves, and like that probably like
A lot of
fits this
wacky
kind of
stuff.
thing well.
Well, that's when then they finally made the smarter move later on. Instead of Shark Tale, they learned from it and they were like, instead, we should just take Jack Black and literally just animate him, but just keep him. And that's how we got like the Kung Fu Panda movies.
Sure, yeah, but I just thought it was very interesting. Like this was one that stuck out to me where it felt like
This is like
very like
it's one of the
out
most
of place.
egregious. It's like one of the most egregious
Unnecessary.
examples.
Egregious
Yeah,
is a good way to put it. Yeah,
of just like
egregious.
the movie's called Shark Tale. Do I really need 6 stars that are above the name of the movie?
Yeah,
Like there
and
should
one
be
of them's
six
Robert
people
De Niro. Like,
6 people
it's
in star billing above the title of the movie. Like it's too many people.
right, right. Exactly, yes.
Yeah, no, it is absurd. And I don't know, like it's kind of like started to dial back a little bit. You get a bit more animated movies now that come out that aren't like as focused on name brand talent. So you kind of let it get back to like the actual voice actors taking these things. But for a while there in the early 2000s and even the 2010s, it was just like load this up with as many stars as we've got and let's go to the races.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I felt worth mentioning that, and it didn't feel like there was any better place to talk about it. I will say though, honorable mention for something I do like in animated movies: Katie Couric playing Katie Current. like, like we're gonna get her to play a reporter, and she's gonna have a funny fish name that also sounds like her real name. That I can get behind.
Would have loved to have been the person that got to go pitch that to her.
yeah,
Listen, Katie, we're doing a fish movie. We got a great pun set up.
yeah, right, right.
Come play. Was this a first time watch for you, or had you seen this movie before?
I've never seen this before. No, this is the first time I watched it.
First time watch for you. Yeah, because I remember this movie. I saw it with Charlie. We buried the lead a little bit last week where when we did Ladder 49, how I saw the 8:15 Friday night of Ladder 49 and then the Saturday morning Shark Tale. The 11:30 a.m. It was probably me and Charlie and then a bunch of just young like actual kids coming to see this movie.
Right, right.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's perfectly right, but I'm pretty sure this was homecoming weekend for us. Because I'm pretty sure after the movie, we met up with the rest of you guys at school for the homecoming game. And I could be wrong on that. It all starts to blend together after a while, but I'm
I
pretty
have
sure.
no idea.
I'm
Was
pretty
this
sure. Well,
homecoming 2004? Who can remember?
yes, we'll go with that. It was homecoming, totally. Early October, that sounds like it could be a thing.
Sure, yeah. I
Yeah,
remember high school.
totally. I do remember though. One thing I don't remember if it was homecoming or not, but one thing I do remember adamantly was after Shark Tale walking across the street to the Best Buy to buy the used new CD in Love and Death. And
Wow.
it was a great day. Great album.
bet.
Still a banger to this day. So it was a good day that day.
I bet.
It was. Now, did Shark Tale live up as good as the used CD does? That remains to be seen. We'll dive into it.
Time
We'll
will
get there.
tell.
We will
Time will tell,
dive
my friend.
into it. But first, we got to talk about some box office, Jim. The last movie from this weekend, top of the charts. Let's dive into it.
Numbers, dates, and numbers, numbers, dates, array, dates, numbers. Show me the money.
All right. So Shark Tale opens against a $75 million budget, is what they have here on IMDb.
That's what happens when you put 6 stars above the title.
Right, egregious. egregious. It's just so crazy that they spent that much money to make this movie.
Also,
And
this
I
is
mean, I
when
guess
like
we'll see if it pays off for him, but
I think this is during the run where Will Smith did like 9 movies in a row that made over 100 million domestically. So like he's making like 20 million a picture.
no, I mean, I can't. I guess he probably. Do you think he got $20 million for this movie? There's no
So
way, right?
fucking you think that
There's no
egomaniac wasn't
way.
taking 20 mil on this kid's movie?
Hold on, hold on. This is like we've talked about this kind of stuff
Absolutely.
a lot of times. I want to see if there's anything anywhere on this.
No, I don't think there will be, but I would bet money that he took that he had his asking price for this movie.
So, okay, so take this with a grain of salt because this is coming from Google Gemini.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know where it's getting this number from, or if it's real, or
just
if it's made up.
poofed it out of thin air. All right,
It's
let's hear it.
saying that Will Smith reportedly made $15 million to voice the character of Oscar in the 2004 film Shark Tale.
I mean, that's still not that far off from his 20 million. So even if that
No,
is true, that's still insane. Yeah.
it's crazy. Why would you ever pay him 50? He's not even on
This
screen.
yeah,
like,
this is a 90-minute movie. Figure like how many lines of dialogue does he have in this movie? Like that's absurd.
right. And he's the biggest movie star on the planet at this point. I think that's something you can argue, but you're literally 2004 like CGIing his face onto a fish. What is the draw here? I don't understand. Like why you would ever pay anybody $15 million to be in this movie. Like nobody cares. nobody cares that he's in it.
Insane. That's ludicrous.
Yeah, like does this movie make an extra dime because Will Smith is the lead character? I don't know. I don't think so, right? Like I
I
don't know.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I know it got me there.
Yeah, I guess you know what? We'll have to take a look at the Teen Choice Awards from like the last couple of years at some point and just
Oh, yeah, that's true.
maybe
If it,
Will
if
Smith
it
had a lot of pull on like the
true,
Nickelodeon at this point. Maybe he's
if
a
it
draw. I don't know.
if it sweeps at teens, it's
Yeah.
possible they were feeling it.
But so anyway, the egregious $75 million budget of Shark Tale. It's gonna open the weekend of October 1st through October 3rd. As you've said, we've spent a lot of time in this weekend. We've done I Heart Huckabees.
Oh, yeah.
We've done a lot of movies that are hanging around in like the top 15. I'm not going to name all of them. We skipped over Woman Thou Art Loosed,
All
which
right,
again,
all
very
right.
questionable decision.
Good. I can't wait till we make it till next week.
Yeah.
No longer have to hear about that.
Oh, don't worry. That'll be somewhere in the top 50. I'll mention it again. There's no escaping it.
It just quietly
Um,
hangs around the top 10 for like weeks.
yeah, we've watched Ladder 49, right?
Oh
And then
yeah.
finally, Shark Tale is going to be number one with $47.6 million.
That's honestly not a horrible opening. Not great against
October,
70.
early October for an animated movie, I'd say that's pretty good, even with that $75 million budget.
Yeah, no, that is pretty. I mean, it makes the top 30. It's in the 29 spot behind Scary Movie 3's 49.1. And it had a better opening weekend than Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring with 47.2.
Fair enough. Maybe we spoke too soon. Maybe Will Smith was worth every penny. I don't know.
Right? Maybe they should have made Will Smith Frodo.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, we've spent a lot of time in this specific weekend, so we can move on. Weekend two, Shark Tale is gonna hold number one.
Oh, dude, we haven't had a movie do a tour in a while.
34.2% drop down to 31.3 million.
That's a pretty good hold.
And we're looking at the next week here. There is a movie that I know for a fact is coming up sooner rather than later.
We saw in theaters or just that
I
you're
I am very sure that we saw this movie in theaters.
this came out this weekend, the second weekend of Shark Tale.
Yeah, there's a couple of notable openings here, and maybe the best way to do this is to talk about the other ones here, like toward the end of the episode, like
Yeah,
the
I guess
order we'll do them in. But I'm
yes,
just
yeah,
gonna
we can
throw
figure
one of
that
them
out.
out here now. I
Okay.
know for a fact coming up soon is the movie Taxi.
Oh, Jimbo, how right you are.
The Jimmy Fallon Queen Latifah vehicle.
Yep. It was the
Literally.
Yeah, literally that was the next movie that we saw in theaters it was Taxi. And we saw some garbage back then, baby.
Yeah, and like I said, we'll talk more. I like the way we've been doing this, where we kind of like highlight a weekend and then like dig into it. So we won't go too deep right now. But
Forgot the
Shark
batting
Tale
order
holds
with the
number
year.
one with that 31.3 million.
All right.
Going into weekend three, Shark Tale is gonna hold number one again.
Seriously? Oh,
Yes,
dude. We haven't had a threer.
29.8% drop
Dude,
down
wow.
to like just about 22 million. So like two pretty stellar drops from a number one opening, I would say.
So it's given more credence to the Will Smith is putting the butts in the seats right there. Jim, we haven't had a movie stick around at number one for 3 weeks since a March classic of 2004 that we've done. Do you remember what March classic it was? A Holiday for the Ages, a sequel 20 years in the making that we will be getting in 2027, the two-parter.
Oh, since the Passion of the Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. The sequel nobody wanted. Yeah, so I mean, pretty sick start. I'm gonna make the argument over the next couple weeks that Shark Tale's up against some like pretty weak competition. It's like
All
remember
right.
in Rocky 3 when Mick is like is like he's like propping Rocky up as the champ. He like won't let him fight Clubber Lang. It feels like Shark Tale's like on that kind of
He's
run
just
right now.
he's just fighting a bunch of ringers.
Yeah, right. Like the fix is in, man. Like
Yeah.
nobody ever had a chance to beat it. And there's some good movies in here, but there's nothing that was gonna make a lot of money, I
Shark
don't
Tale
think.
needs some real competition, not Taxi.
until like the end of October, where you'll see some horror movies here. So we're into weekend 4. This is the October 22nd through the 24th.
Can it hold first?
Finally, Shark Tale's going to drop down to second
Oh,
place. 35% drop, still really good, down to 14.3 million.
still a great, phenomenal hold.
It's pretty good. In week 4, like it's still making like, more than 25% of its opening weekend.
What we've also
It's
learned right
up
now
to
from the movies that we've been doing, not a lot of kid movies coming out in this area that we've done. So
right. And
people were
that's fair. Like
clamoring for something like this to come out that they can just rush the kids to over the next couple of weeks.
right. Basically none of these movies are kids movies. And like I said, we're not going to dive as deep because we've kind of been going like through a lot of these movies each weekend. But safe to say, Shark Tale's really the only buddy in that, like the only movie in that lane for like this whole like 4-week run. Through 4 weeks, you mentioned 100 million domestic. Through 4 weeks, it's grossed 137 million dollars domestic, which feels really good for an October kids movie.
That's solid right there.
Weekend 5, 47.6% drop, starting to lose some steam. Down in fourth place with 7.5 million.
Still in the top five though, so
Weekend 6,
chugging along, baby.
39.3% drop down to 4.5 million, seventh place.
Oh
Still
yeah.
really good. Like this is a really good run. This might be one of the best runs we've seen in a
This
minute.
is a good. I mean, last week's ladder 49 topped out here at 6, so Shark Tale's still going strong.
Weekend 7, finally, Shark Tale is down in 11th place. 54% drop down to just a little bit over, like 2.1 million, let's call it.
So it only made 6 weeks.
Still a much more impressive 6 weeks than what was the last movie you said? Like it was Ladder
Good old
49, right?
ladder 49.
Yeah,
Oh,
much more impressive. So just to put it in perspective, because these share an opening weekend, right?
yes, they do.
By the end of weekend 7, Ladder 49 was all the way down in 14th, only pulled in just a little bit over 72 million. Shark Tale's at 157.5 through 7 weeks. So it's like
So
doubled it
yeah,
basically.
really, really showing it who's boss. The apex predator of October. We'll be doing puns like
Yeah,
that all night.
it certainly beat out Ladder 49, which I think we both agreed. I mean, I at least I'll mention it again. It was not a very good
Uh,
movie.
no, 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 no. Very
So some
mediocre.
totals here. I mean, there's really not much left to be had after that first 7 weeks we talked about. Domestic, it's going to finish with 160.9 million.
Okay.
International 213.7 million for a worldwide total of 374.6 million dollars.
That is resounding success right there.
Pretty good,
374.
yeah.
Yeah, good enough again to break into that top 30. It's going to sit in the number 29 spot, sandwiched between X2's 407.7, but ahead of Jurassic Park 3's 368.7. Like you outgrossed Jurassic Park 3. Like that's a big win right there in the book.
Yeah, absolutely. And this movie will do good on home video because kids are dumb. Like,
Hey, 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 hey. How dare you, sir?
well, yeah, you also buy every movie though, so it's not a shot at you.
It's true, it's true. But I got my twofers here. I'm a happy little clam over here.
I mean, it's a little bit of a shot at you. You caught me. It's
Son of a bitch. You know your digs, man. Then let's turn it over to a little bit of that reception, Jim. Let's see if the were the critics enjoying this as much as the people. Honestly, look at Rotten Tomatoes. I don't even know if the people enjoyed this as much as the people. 35% from the critics, 46 from the audience, a 6.0 from IMDb. But the regular day-to-day cinema score goers, A minus.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh yeah. They knew what they wanted. That's the regular Joe Schmo going to the theater looking for the goods. They knew what was up. But if we really want to know what's up, we should just ask the people at IMDb.
Yeah. The people who are famous for being like totally level-headed and rooted in reality and know what's up. Those people, right?
Oh yeah,
Right?
right, totally. And a lot of sane, level-headed takes for quite possibly just a lovely little kids movie.
Yeah, for like what should be a forgettable kids movie that doesn't make anyone feel any strong emotions whatsoever.
Whatsoever. Yeah, right?
Like,
Like walking out of a movie like Shark Tale, even if you didn't like it, would be like, well, I'll just move on with my life.
yeah,
Not these one stars.
unless you're like a child, in which case you probably really love it and you watch it a lot. That's about as strong as a reaction as any human being should have.
With that, we'll turn to our first one star. And they write, a really bad movie. Let me explain why. The story, we've all seen it a million times before. Nobody guy uses a lie to get to the top, loses best friend, realizes lie, confesses, gets best friend back as lover. God, we've seen this so many times. Every twist can be seen several minutes away.
All
I
right.
haven't seen so many twists this transparent in a long time. I'd rate this movie way below Finding Nemo, which at least was funny and at places original. What I did like about this, though, was Angelina Jolie as the hot, seductive Lola.
Oh my
That I could
god.
get used to.
Could
Oh,
you get
couldn't
used to it?
couldn't help themselves. God wants to fuck a fish.
Yeah. It's a kids movie about fish and
Yeah.
they're still out there thirsty.
He's like, this movie was hot trash, so derivative, but I'd still fuck the shit out of that fish.
Yeah, but boy oh boy, the lips on that Angelina Jolie fish.
He's like, if that cuttlefish could pucker up, boy howdy.
So I'm also like, I want to bring up the start of that. Name one movie that does exactly what that guy just said. Like, I mean, like, I get what he's saying. Like, some of it feels like very cliche. Like, the guy lies to get to the top, and then he loses his friend. But like, I'm struggling to think of a single movie that fits like all of the beats that he just said.
Not every single one of them, but like any movie you watch is like uses templates and stuff from other movies. Like newsflash, buddy, like even the movie you love probably the most has spots that are just taken from other things that you've seen before.
Yeah, and like especially children's movies, right?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, very much children's movies, like especially DreamWorks movies. Like at this point, we've had two Shrek movies. Like we know their formula. Like they heavily reference pop culture and they take a lot from other stories
yeah, exactly.
to
So
make
I
like
don't
their
know.
own original recipe.
Again, I don't know why you would get so upset about Shark Tale.
Uh, well, let's see if our next one star has any warmer thoughts. This movie is a cold film. It was a gangster film, and it was always on the edge of violence. One character truly dies, and they kept trying to kill Will Smith. The audience we sat with was very quiet throughout the entire movie. Usually, when we go to an animated film such as this, the audience is lively and responds to what happens on the screen, not sits in horror at what's happening before them. It's also important that the character voiceovers are just that, and no one is really to root for. It seemed like the film kept the audience at arm's length because there was no character growth or interest. This movie was just an allusion to The Godfather. The Godfather was not a comedy. The Godfather was not kids. They kept saying you were going to sleep with the fishes. It wasn't funny in The Godfather, and it wasn't funny here. This is supposed to be a kids movie, remember? When will we think about the children?
Jesus Christ. It was that was one of the few funny parts of this movie, by the way, when they said sleep with the fishes, because they're in the ocean, get it?
It's like, it's like, Jesus. Like, you must be a lot of fun at parties.
Yeah, I
Your
just man.
your kids must love staying up late with you.
There's no way, right? That guy can't be real. Like just
I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't shock me to find some like stick up your butt parents like this that are like so parental lock that like anything like this is too much for their like children's innocent eyes.
yeah, like this was not a cold movie. Cold is maybe the craziest way to describe it.
Like she's acting like she literally watched, like showed the kids like The Godfather, like
Right.
instead
It
of
was
Shark
nothing
Tale.
like The
Like,
Godfather, right? Am I crazy?
they made like two or three like references to it, which is like kids movies have been like any a lot of kids movies have referenced like more adult movies before. Like they're not for the kids, they're for the adults watching the movie that have to sit through it. Like it's for you guys, not for the kids.
Well, yeah, and they're also very like they're like surface level like references to The Godfather. Like it's not like they had like Will Smith or Lenny like, go to the bathroom and like pull out a handgun and shoot somebody. Like they just like said like sleeps with the fishes one time. Like
Smith
it's not
wakes
that
up.
serious.
Will Smith wakes up in his bed and there's just like a fish head like in the
Yeah,
bed with him.
right, right. There was nothing like that. Like to say this movie is constantly on the edge of violence is maybe one of the craziest things we've ever read in
It's
these
like
reviews.
so insane. Like, did we watch the same movie? Like, this is the
Right, like
same.
most of this movie is Jack Black like masquerading as a dolphin. Like
Yeah, like it's so silly. My God. And then we got one more 1-star review here. And they write, crappy hip hop film. Good
oh
start.
boy, oh
Good
boy,
start.
a little bit of veiled racism to kick
They
us off. Okay.
they might have somewhere to go here. I happened to watch this film by accident with my younger brother who made me go see it. It turned out to be a crappy
Oh
recycled
yeah,
version.
you accidentally
Yeah,
walked into a movie theater to watch Shark Tale. Just like you just stumbled into that one, huh?
just happened upon this R&B thing. Turned out to be a crappy recycled version of Finding Nemo, which is a marvelous animation movie compared to this trash. This film is basically a propaganda movie for rap and R&B.
Oh my god, dude. How old was this person? They went with their little brother? Like, Jesus. How red pilled are you at like 15?
those those who made the movie probably thought, hey, let's dump some elements from Goodfellas and The Godfather in a mixer, and then add some stuff from Finding Nemo and Shrek with some scummy R&B. Jesus, dude, some
Yo,
scummy
what
R&B
is
music,
happening right now?
and press the button to see what happens. Well, that idea sure has damaged some brains out there because people enjoyed this piece of shit. Things I learned from this movie: sharks are mafiosos, slimy rock pool fish enjoy rap crap, and all that shite.
Dude, I almost said it a couple of seconds ago. Like, remember when people used to be like, rap is crap? Like, I
Uh,
knew that that was coming. Like,
Rap
so
crap.
horrible.
Animated movies with fish in them have to encourage young kids to vandalize.
Yo,
Renee
ridiculous.
Renee Zellweger signed yet another pact with the devil. And I hate Angelina Jolie for giving her voice to one of the characters in this chunk of diseased trash.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Sir, have you but tried just going outside and taking a breath?
Yeah, just like get a hobby.
I don't think movies are for you.
Yeah. I mean, like, I will say, like, this movie is definitely black. You know what I mean? Like,
But like, it's not a problem.
no, of course it's not a problem. I don't think it's necessarily a good movie.
Honestly, it gives it more of an identity than if it was just like they didn't add that like little flavor to it. Like it at least
Yeah,
gives it like
agreed,
a unique
agreed.
charm to it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it, is how I would put it. I think it's like fine to make a black movie, right? Like I don't, like I feel stupid
Jim,
even saying
Jim,
that. Like, of
it
course you can make a.
sounds pretty woke of you, all right? I think they're
Yeah,
fighting a pretty
like,
big culture war about this right now.
yeah, and it just blows my mind that even back then people were just like so offended by even the idea of doing that. Like,
Which
come
is
on, like Will Smith's dad, like his hairstyle, like throughout the years, like
yes,
working at the car
car
wash.
wash.
Yeah.
Dude, if they put this movie out today, YouTube would lose it. The
Yeah,
YouTube
they'd be like,
commenters.
that fish is actually white, okay?
Just
The
another movie
sun
out
doesn't
here.
even get down that far into the ocean.
Another movie out here just to denigrate the white man.
Yeah. Just, but like it was there. That was all in there. It's just like
Yeah.
we've had like 25 years for it to fester.
Yeah. They're more overt with it now than they were back then. He had to dance around it back then. This
Right.
this R&B movie.
Right. Ay, ay, ay.
But now we can switch it over to the tenors, Jim, and see if they have any easier sound takes than our oneers here. And our first guy writes, I do not see why anyone would not like this movie. It was so funny I almost wet myself the first time I saw it. One thing I loved about this movie was the fact that all the fish looked like the person in real life. This movie was simply hysterical. The whole concept of the mafia was so funny. This movie will be enjoyed by kids and adults. And if you don't like it, I just think you don't like seeing movies that are so funny you almost wet yourself. 10 stars.
I just, I'll never get tired of the 10-star reviews that are like, and if you don't like it, you're a fucking idiot. Like,
You don't like
I
it, you
just,
just
if
don't
you
get
don't like it,
movies, man.
you're the problem, because I did like it. Like, I'll never get tired of that.
You just weren't smart enough to see all the stuff, all the
Yeah,
forest for the
right,
trees, man.
right. If you didn't like it, I just think you don't like funny movies, because I thought it was funny.
Dude, I like pissing myself at movies, but if you don't, then I guess you're just too dumb to get it.
Yeah, right, right.
Oh man, it's a classic. And then we got one last 10 star here. And I highlighted this one because I don't think this person knew what movie they were seeing. And they right. I took my 9-year-old son to this movie and we had an amazing time. The quality of the animation was highly superior, as you would expect from Pixar. The
Oh,
storyline was interesting and held the audience's attention from young to old. I would give this film an enormous thumbs up. When Marlin found Nemo at the
oh
end,
no. Oh
we
no.
had so many tears. I know my son will want to go again. Take your kids and have a great time.
All right, that's a troll though, right? That's got to be a
I
troll.
got
There's
I
no
got a home
way.
because it's written opening weekend of Shark Tale. So
I
like,
know, but like I could see where back then people were like, because like I think that this is like also like Finding Nemo came out last year and kids really love fish movies at this
so they were
point. So
like
like we'll just
they were like
make another
fast
fish
track.
movie.
Yeah, they're like fast track a fish movie right now.
Yeah, so like I could see like some like like ne'er-do-well being like, I got a great idea. Like,
Either
it's
that or
actually
it's
a pretty funny joke if somebody's doing that on purpose, you know?
either that or it's a sweet old lady who has just gotten herself way lost in the IMDb.
Yeah, it could be that too. Could be that too. Like
Oh,
all the moms who bought their kids Transmorphers on DVD for Christmas instead of Transformers, you know? Like I
I
guess they
just
read
love though that
IMDb reviews too.
it is funny to me though that they were probably like Finding Nemo came out and they were like, we need a fish movie. And somebody was like, what if we made the movie Car Wash, but with fish?
Yeah.
They're like, fucking goddamn it, let's do it.
Yeah. They're like, can we put Will Smith in it? Like, how much will he cost, you think?
But one
Couldn't
guy,
possibly be $15 million, right?
no, one guy at the end of the boardroom was actually like, yeah, but can we get a fish that you'd want to fuck? The people need to want to fuck the fish.
Yeah. How can we put Angelina Jolie's lips on a fish? Like,
I will say though, if there's one thing that 110 star like hit the nail on the head, it is an absolute choice and a hilarious one at that to like try and put their faces as the faces of all of the characters. Like it is scary how much that fish like actually looks like Will Smith. Like it freaks me the fuck out watching this movie at times.
I think the only one that really looks like the person is the Martin Scorsese fish.
Oh, it's
I think
Scorsese one
that's
is
the
really
only
good.
one that really nails it. I think the rest of them I couldn't have even told you. Like especially Renee
Uh,
Zellweger. I was trying to figure out if it was Renee Zellweger or Angelina Jolie for like the whole like first 45 minutes of this movie. I think
the
the only
shark
one who was really obvious was Scorsese. Other than that, I don't think it really looked that good, and it blows my mind that anybody was like, "That's what I loved about this." Like,
that's the move that we're making. It's it's gonna be so funny. It had to be hilarious to have been the animators, and like that gets passed down from like management. They're like, listen, this is what we're gonna do. Take a bunch of pictures of Will Smith's face, draw it as a fish. You got the weekend.
yeah,
They're like, what? Like, I don't want to do that. It's such a choice, and it's such a hilarious choice at that. What did you think of this movie, Jim? First time
well,
watch for
hold
you.
on, because I got one more thing I want to dive into here
Okay, all right, let's
before
hear
we
it.
give our things. So, like, I kind of keep an eye out for these every week, and some weeks are more better than others, let's say. Some
Okay.
weeks I find things where I'm like, there's really nothing to talk about here. And then other weeks I find an absolute cornucopia of fucking fan theories to talk over with you.
Oh boy.
So little did I know that Shark Tale would have like a whole bunch here. And I'm not going to dive into the Reddit ones. Like they're on Reddit, but I'm not going to dive into the individual posts. Our AI overlords have like summed them up into a few short paragraphs for us, which I think will do just fine. So I'm gonna give you a couple of guesses. Like, what do you think the first think of some fan theory tropes that we run into a lot. Like, what's the first thing that jumps out at you?
Like, I really hope you're not about to tell me that this is like something for like being anti-vax or something.
I mean, okay, okay. Well, you're not totally wrong. Not anti-vax. So what do we talk about a lot? Zootopia and Shark Tale are in the same universe.
Oh my God. Oh, the shared universe trope.
Yeah, the shared universe theory, which like today we're gonna really get into just like the brain rot that is fan theories on the internet. Like it's astonishing. Like
It's like, oh yeah, anthropomorphic animal. But like there's so many movies with anthropomorphic animals. Like Zootopia could take place in any of them. Like,
right, like you just like the main thing about
I'm
fan
so
theories that
mad.
I can't stand is that the bar for entry is so astonishingly low. Like you don't even need at this point. Like somebody wrote this one 9 years ago, right?
God.
You don't even need anything substantial. You can just say things like, pretty straightforward, really. The fish in Shark Tale, like the denizens of Zootopia, have all evolved due to the absence of humans in the world. That's it. That's it. Like,
It's like, okay, but then couldn't like any like animated Disney movie that's with anthropomorphic animals be the same thing? Like Robin Hood, Jungle Book. Well, not
right,
Jungle
like
Book, because
literally any of them. Like, why
like
don't they all take place in the same universe? Why are
yeah.
you just focusing on these two movies?
God, I hate fucking. Why did they give us the internet?
Just like in Zootopia, you have a certain racial tension between larger
Oh
predators and the
my
smaller
God.
prey species. However, in the ocean, the sharks have banded together to become more powerful, and the fish live in fear of them. So, like, at this point in the fan theory, we're literally beyond, like, there even being a fan theory. We're just talking about the things that happen in the two movies. Like, they're not connected whatsoever. Like,
That's fucking nonsense. I hate
yeah.
the internet.
So nonsense. So
That's
nonsense. And like I lied because we are gonna go into Reddit.
oh
Because
God. Oh
it's
no.
like just like the craziness, like both the people who like argue with the fan theory and then the defense of the fan theory kills me, right? So this person goes, it's never explicitly mentioned in the movie, but in Zootopia, fish remain as a food staple for the other animals. This is why they don't appear in the movie. So this is him like arguing against the fan theory because like it
Jesus.
really deserved that. Like we really
Yeah.
needed to engage with it. And this person goes like the fan theory goes, well, it's never mentioned, and you actually never see fish being served to anyone. So that doesn't really disprove anything. Plus, what are we even proving or disproving? You didn't even say anything.
God. You if there's one thing you can count on the internet, it's just people to go back and forth on fucking nonsense.
Yeah, right. So is that the fan theory that's like worse? Is that the most brain rot one? Or do we have an even worse one waiting in the wings?
Oh my God.
Now,
Is
I did a little bit of digging on
there's
this one.
there's
I'll
another
be
one.
honest,
Okay.
I don't know if the person who posted this is being serious or not. I think they might be fucking around.
Okay.
This is from a Reddit post in April of 2022.
Oh boy, this is a fresh one.
Shark Tale is an allegory
Here we
for
go.
coming out as transgender.
Sure. Why not?
There's no way, right? Like, there's
Why?
no
Oh,
possible way that that's what that movie's about.
why not? Like, cause they mean like, cause like Lenny like learns to be like his true self and like his family like accepts him.
Right. I mean, I suppose what they actually say is Jack Black character comes out as a dolphin.
But he's not at, oh my God.
Yeah, I know that. I know that he's not actually a dolphin. He's just
God.
disguised as a dolphin so he can hide
My
from the mob.
my God.
But
My
yeah,
God.
this is the whole post. Jack Black character comes out as a dolphin. Shark Tale was truly ahead of its time. Prove me wrong.
Like, and all you have to do is watch the movie. Like, and it proves you're like he
Right,
doesn't end like at the end of the movie. He doesn't remain a dolphin. That's
right,
literally just a
right.
bit in the movie.
And as this person so astutely points out, no, the dolphin was a disguise. That's not the same thing. It was pretty obviously supposed to be an allegory for coming out as gay, though. Was it? Like,
My
I
God.
really feel like
My
a lot of
God.
you people are putting your stuff onto Jack
On
Black
to
and
that
Shark
movie.
Tale.
I
I
mean,
don't
like
think it's about any of this. Like,
to give them an olive branch. I mean, it is kind of that like Jack Black's character is learning to be comfortable enough to show who he truly is and hope that the people around him will like understand and love him for it, which is basically just like, I just want my dad to understand me. Now, I can see
right,
where a lot of different people can watch that and ascribe their own personal thing to that. And if you happen to be gay and you relate to that because that was your experience coming out being gay, like I can see that being the case. Do I think this movie is an allegory for that? No. I just think that
right.
like
Like,
your personal experience relates to the movie. And that's what's great about movies is that they can mean different things to different people. But I
hear
don't
me
think
out for a second.
okay.
Not every coming of age story is an allegory for being gay or trans. Like, you guys are just gay or trans, and that's okay. But like the idea of like learning to be accepted and accepting yourself doesn't belong to you. Like, it's
Like
like
that's
a
not
it's a
inherently
common human
yeah.
experience. Like,
Everybody goes through that. Everyone just
right.
goes through it in a different way.
Right, exactly. So like I don't know. And then
Like it's still crazy. Like you could be like that was my personal experience with it, but to just be like no, that's what this movie is saying is like a like crazy take.
but yeah, just the brain rot. I want to go down this rabbit hole for a second. So like
That is a tough.
vegetarian equals gay for sharks apparently is like
Oh
the
my
thing the
God.
guy finishes that off with. And then this person responds, the fan theory responds, is the dolphin really a disguise or is it him expressing who he truly is?
My
Think
God.
about how happy he was to be a dolphin and how he relates so much to being a dolphin. I thought it was him being gay too, but when he finally confronted his dad about who he really is, there's more statements about him being trans than being gay. I'll be making a video diving deep into the ocean
All
about
right.
my discovery. And
Where's the video?
so he goes, the person responds, he goes back to identifying as a shark after he reconciles with his dad, like clearly disproving that he does not believe he's a dolphin.
Oh, it's
And
about
this person's only
detransitioning.
answer is gender fluid question mark.
It's like, dude, is this guy watching the movie as he's
I
like
think
responding in this thread? Like, you
I
know,
think he's either like very like dumb or he's very funny. I can't decide which.
gender fluid.
But
My
yeah, I mean
God.
that's really all the fan theories. I mean, like there's one more here.
Can't believe there was so much
That's
more going on in this movie than I realized.
yeah, right. It's not the movie. It's the internet is very deeply emotionally damaged. Like just as a whole. Like, that, my favorite one is the actual villain of the movie is the one who gives Oscar the horse tip, like at the racetrack.
Oh,
But
that's funny.
that's really it. That's really all the fan theories this week. There was like way more than I thought there would be. I Google this every week just on a whim, and like this one was a real winner.
Oh, this one, kid, this was a highlight. That's yeah, some crazy theories out there. None of them true.
No, of course not.
What a time to be alive. We'll ask. Maybe we could ask Jack Black if we ever meet him. Was Lenny trans? Imagine that's the one question you get to ask him, like we're on like a red carpet and he's walking up. You don't even tell him about the Shark Tale. You just say, "Is Lenny trans?" And he's like, "What?"
Oh, he would know what you're talking about. He would know.
He's like, "I mean, he did dress up as a dolphin."
I can't, man. I can't do it. It's
That's it.
unbelievable. That person had to be fucking with us. There's no way.
Anyway, so all those deep dives into the lore, just to get us to the point, Jim. What did you think first time watch on Shark Tale?
I mean, it wasn't very good, right? Like,
No, no, it was
I
not.
thought it was like not very good. I thought I agree that it was a pretty cheap like fish cash grab for one thing.
Yeah.
I think that they really knew, like, they were really betting on, like, people will just take their kids to see the next fish movie, and their kids will be excited just because they remember Finding Nemo, like, and that wasn't that long ago. But it doesn't really make a whole lick of sense, and like, I thought that it took a really long time to get going. Like, I thought throughout the first like half hour, like 45 minutes, it was gonna go like six different directions that it never went. And then by the time you actually got like Lenny and Oscar together, like it felt like it was very far into the movie that wasn't very long. And I don't know, I just think it was like ultimately really boring and like not really well conceived. What about you? What did you think?
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I think this movie is pretty much just a collection of them being trying to be like, how many fish puns can we just like shove into this movie? And then like we'll
Yeah,
worry about a plot after that.
there's certain movies where that works though. Like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 comes to mind, where like that's a movie that's basically just like fit as many food puns into a movie as you can. But it also has like a story and it's like kind of got a heart and it's also really funny. And this movie is not really any of those things to me. I don't know.
No, definitely not. This feels very much more like, and especially Will Smith's character is like very grating in this movie. Like he's, I never want to root for this fish like whatsoever in this movie.
Yeah, he's
They, they,
not
they,
very good.
yeah,
He's not
they
very
don't do enough.
rootable.
They don't do enough to make us empathize and want to root with this guy. And he absolutely, I feel like by the end of this, still does not deserve Renee Zellweger's fish character whatsoever.
No, and it's kind of like Super Mario Brothers y, like where there's kind of a clear like here's who he was in the beginning and here's who he was in the end, but like there was very little like actual like progress made in the middle, which it feels really dumb on one level to compare this movie to Finding Nemo, but then on another level they're asking for it. So
Like
like
that's on them making a fish movie a year later.
yeah, right.
Like,
On another level, they're like demanding that I compare it to Finding Nemo. We're like similar. I think you could say it's reasonable that like in the beginning Oscar's a certain type of person and Marlon's a certain type of person, and in the end they're very opposite of what they were in the beginning. The difference is that in Finding Nemo, I watch him bleed to become that person. You know what I mean? Like figuratively, obviously, and I think sometimes literally. Like,
well, I
but
feel like Martin actually goes through like emotional depth that feels like he learns and changes. Will
right.
Smith's character does not like he might like make the right decision by the end of this movie, but I don't feel that he's gone through any emotional depth to change at the end, other than now he's dating Renee Zellweger and like Lenny is his best friend.
Right. It's something we've talked about a lot where it's like he wakes up like 50 minutes into the movie and he's like, "Oh, it's the end of the movie now."
Yeah.
Like, so
Yes.
I got to be
Guess I gotta
different.
learn
Like,
something. Yeah. Guess I had to have
yeah.
learned something. Because it's like he doesn't really go through much to then just decide like instantly, like, no, I won't sleep with the Angelina Jolie fish.
Yeah, and he doesn't really get like any consequences for any of his actions,
Yeah,
like
nope.
at all.
Nope. Things just always come up rainbows for him by the end.
Yeah, like the worst that happens is Renee Zellweger fish gets kidnapped and then he saves her like literally in the next 5 minutes. Like there's never like any downside to what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this movie very much feels like them just trying to play catch up because Pixar put out like one of the highest grossing animated movies of all time about fish, and then they were like, we got to pump one out too.
Yeah, and
because
they cashed in too. I mean,
yeah,
we went over the box office. It worked. Like, good for them, I guess.
it's this movie is very much just like mediocre and just not like even the puns wear thin after a while. Because like I won't lie, there are like a couple of the fish puns that did crack me up, that made me laugh a little bit. But like none of them were clever enough to keep the gag going very long. You know, like you mentioned before, like the thing that's really funny about Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs too, is that they're very inventive with all of the food puns that they use. Like, and sure, there's some low hanging fruit in some of them, but like they're all like very like well structured, where none of them in these ones like feel like too structured. They're just like, how much can we shove in here to just fill a 90-minute fish movie?
Yeah, right. And like, and also this like it needs to be like the whole legs of the movie. Like,
Yeah, it does the oh, we make a little fish city, like it'll look like Times Square, like but like fish Times Square. It's like God, it's like fuck
yeah,
this
I
movie.
guess so. Although Katie Current still wins. It's still amazing.
The the one billboard I saw that cracked me up was I don't know if you caught it. In the Times Square one, there was a billboard that said Tuna History Month.
I
That one
don't.
that that one cracked me up.
What's the joke? I don't get it.
I mean, I guess considering this seems like a very like black focused movie, I'm guessing it's a play on Black History Month.
Oh, is Oscar a tuna? Is that what he was?
Is he? I don't know if
I
he
don't
was
know.
a
It's just
tuna.
like why are tuna black people in this? I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't, Jim, I didn't laugh because the joke made sense. It just was like, just saw it like blink and you miss it. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's so
That's so
silly.
stupid. I'm
That's,
sorry.
that's so silly.
I'm so glad I missed it. Like, what does it even mean?
Is
Like,
he, hold on. Now I got to look it up. Is he a tuna?
now wait, hold on. There's a whole nother angle here.
Okay. Let's hear the other angle.
I don't know if I want to say it actually.
My fucking Google is going to be like, what are you typing in
Maybe I'll,
right now? Is
maybe I'll tell
Oscar
you another
the
time.
fish from Shark Tale a tuna? Google's like, what the fuck? He is a blue streak cleaner Rossi. Sure.
Oh boy.
Okay. That's a fish I've heard of before.
All right, so I'm
So
just gonna say there are other history months than Black History Month. I believe there's also a Women's History Month.
they're ascribing it to the
I mean,
oh, okay. Here's the joke. So stuff.
wait, what's the joke?
There in Shark Tale, there's a sign in the background saying Tuna History Month. This implies that tuna are oppressed because they're pressed into cans.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's so stupid. That's not what it is. That's so stupid.
Like, what the fuck? That's so dumb. Excuse the train. What the fuck? Oh my god. Top comment on this thread for that. Some guy writes, instead of ships, what did the shark tail fishes use to transport slaves? Jesus, Reddit.
Jesus Christ, Reddit. That's where
That's it.
you're looking at this,
That's,
right? Those kids
yeah,
gotta
it's
be.
Reddit. That's enough
What are
internet
you
for
doing?
today.
What's going on over there, guys? Is everybody all right? Like, has it always been this bad?
It must have because that was Jesus. Jesus Lord Almighty.
Gee, yikes, man.
Yeah. Oh my Lord. Fucking hell.
No, I
Uh,
think we've already spent way too much time even talking about this. I don't think
yeah, I was
they
gonna say,
thought it through either. Like, I think it was
do you
just something dumb they put in the movie. I don't think that they like have a real like jazzy pun here.
yeah, I don't think so either. Anything else on Shark Tale that you feel worth mentioning?
Not
Did
really,
you
no.
did you walk away from this wanting to fuck that fish?
No. Absolutely not.
Jim, Jim, Jim.
Not even close. The thought never crossed my mind. It was like
Jim.
a fish, man.
It was a
Like,
beautiful young
listen,
fish.
if you come at me with Jessica Rabbit, like, sure, okay, like, I get what you're saying. Still a cartoon, but it's got like some anatomy going on, like some things that I would probably enjoy in real life. The fish, though, like, it literally just looks like a fish.
They literally looking at this pit. She was a mix of a lionfish and a dragonfish, and is giving off a very seductive look in this picture that is making me all kinds of uncomfortable.
Dude, stop it. No,
It,
you're not. Like, come on.
having impure thoughts, Jim.
I mean, they even like I'm looking at a picture where they're trying to make it look like she has hips, and she still just looks like a fish. Like there's nothing
Those hips don't
like
lie, Jim.
to answer your question, no, I am not sexually attracted to fish. Like,
Oh boy, oh boy. What a level-headed thing of you to say.
yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not here to kink shame, but I'll do it. Like, it's like,
Our
I
one
don't know
star
what's wrong with you people.
our one star reviewer is just sitting at home right now, just being like, God, I haven't seen a fish movie that I could fuck lately.
Yeah, like for real. Like, who made that comment? Was it the guy who went on to write the Shape of Water?
Yes, that review is actually written by Guillermo del Toro. It was like not
Yeah,
enough,
right.
not enough fish fucking for my
Ever
taste.
since I saw that Angelina Jolie fish in Shark Tale.
I've been enamored with the sea.
So stupid.
Oh man. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I don't know that I have anywhere else to go other than after that. Any other dark, deep rabbit holes you have for us here, Jim? Or do we turn our
No, I
attention to the
think
star
we've
ratings?
we've covered about most of them. The only other thing maybe I have here, did you catch some of the Sopranos cameos?
Yeah, what's it? Michael Imperioli is in it, right? As one of the
Michael
sharks.
Imperioli plays the one who gets hit by the anchor, Frankie.
Yeah. Yeah, the one who's viciously murdered, according to that one star reviewer. The edge of violence this movie's always on.
Yeah, and then what's his name? The guy who plays I think it's the hold on.
Oh boy.
I forget who he is in The Sopranos. I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but I want to just double check.
I'm guessing he's one of the side characters. He's not like a
No, he's like a
a
pretty
main.
main character. Yeah, he's Pussy Bompensiero or whatever his name
Oh,
is.
big pussy?
Yeah, Big
My
Pussy.
my pussy?
He played Luca.
Oh, the fucking was it the octopus, right?
Yeah, I think so. And then I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure that's all the Sopranos ones. Out of left field, Peter Falk was in this movie, which is like pretty crazy.
amazing, amazing. Like just absolute classic right there.
He was
Oh,
also one of the mobster fish.
of course, what a thing. And I mean, and you can't forget the classic Christina Aguilera and Missy Elliott
Oh God.
at the end singing
Just
car wash. At the
give me a
car
break.
wash. Oh God, what a fucking haul. What a movie. All right, Jeff. What drop do you think our old pal, Mr. Ebert, would want for a movie of of this caliber?
This is the most unpleasant movie to look at that I can remember. Gene, I sat there appalled. They put almost nothing on the screen.
There's no way. I'm
Wow.
drawing a line in the
Wow.
sand for Ebert here.
No hesitation there. He gave this movie 2 out of 4 stars.
Okay. That's I think reasonable. I wouldn't necessarily agree with it, but
Yeah, he writes, since the target audience for Shark Tale is presumably kids and younger teenagers, how many of them have realistically seen the R-rated Godfather and will get all the inside jokes? Not a few, I suppose, and some of its characters and dialogues have passed into common knowledge, but it's strange that a kid-oriented film would be based on parody of a 1972 gangster movie for adults.
yeah, he's got a lot of, that's a pretty good point actually.
Yeah,
Ebert, pretty good point.
making a lot of sense there, Ebes. First time in a while that we've been on the same page again.
Still
For,
not really a parody of The Godfather beyond the fact that it has mobsters in it, which I feel
yeah,
like
like
by the time 2004 rolls around, is not just the Godfather thing. But
right, it's like you've had Goodfellas at that point, Casino. You've had all the rip-offs of like Goodfellas in the '90s, like the crime thriller of like the mafioso had been like ripped into the dirt by the time this movie came around.
this is long after the Vin Diesel classic knockaround guys, okay?
All
Like,
right, all right,
this is like,
all right. It's enough.
you
Give,
come on, you
give,
remember knockaround guys.
I
Don't even mess with
remember
me.
Knockaround Guys. All right, give us your final thought, final rating on Shark Tale, big guy.
Uh, it was not very good or interesting, and I was very bored through most of it. So I am going to give it a 1.5.
Yeah, I'm right around there with you. I'm gonna give this bad boy a tour. So with a two for me and a 1.5 from you, we are again in the 3.5 territory. This was quite a weekend for 3.5ers, Jim. And so our first battle here, do we take Shark Tale or last week's Ladder 49?
Man,
Oh
that's
yeah.
tough.
Which rotten egg can I ask you to eat right now?
I oof, I would take ladder 49 very
I
begrudgingly.
I also begrudgingly would take Ladder 49.
Like I'm mad that you made me say that 1 week after watching ladder 49, but I can't. I have to. I have no
Gotta
choice.
gotta get you to come to its defense. So easy spot right there. Shark Tale in the 81 spot behind Ladder 49. But we'll run through, I guess, the rest of the 3.5ers here, Jim. Shark Tale or Shanghai Nights?
Oh man. Dude, this is miserable. Shanghai Nights.
Agreed.
I
Shark
don't like
Tale,
this game.
Shark Tale, the Village. Yeah, not as fun when you're doing it for the shitty movies. Shark Tale, the Village.
The Village.
Yeah, easy right there. Shark Tale or Mark Wahlberg's Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes. I feel a lot better about the last two than I did about the
Yes,
first two. But yeah, so far Shark Tale's 0 for the century.
I'm with you right there. Shark Tale, The Perfect Storm.
Shark Tale. I really
Oh
hate the
my
Perfect Storm like
God,
so
that is
goddamn much. I
that is
hate it
that
so
is
much.
so crazy. I'll take The Perfect Storm on that one. Thank you. Shark Tale, Just Married.
Just married.
Yeah, Just Married. And then top of the 3.5ers, Shark Tale or Jurassic Park 3.
Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, easy
Easily.
wins. Easy wins right there. So Shark Tale,
Am
enjoy.
I being too hard on the Perfect Storm? I really think you should watch the Perfect Storm again because it's like one of the worst movies of all time.
Really, I
It's
I wouldn't say too hard is the phrase, but I think I'd rather sit through The Perfect Storm again than Shark Tale.
like the Perfect Storm, the soundtrack, and when they decide to put it in the movie, it's like they put a deaf person in charge of it. Like it's like it doesn't feel like a movie. Like I can't. It's literally one of my least favorite movies we've done by like a wide margin.
Damn. All right. Hey, the cookie crumbles. All right. So I think now we've finished the weekend. Shark Tale Ladder 49, I Heart Huckabees in the books. We're turning our attention to the following weekend. What are our options, Jim? What's on the board?
Yeah, so we're here. We finally made it to October 8th through the 10th. Famously, Indigenous Peoples Day weekend. And not a day
Uh,
too soon, by the way. Like
Safe Christopher Columbus is goddamn hero in this house.
Indigenous Peoples Day has just passed. We're actually recording this
We're
on
recording this
Indigenous Peoples
on
Day.
Indigenous Peoples Day. We are for the people. We gave them Shark Tale. And on the sixth day, we gave the people Shark Tale.
Yeah, and so okay, there's a couple things in here. There's a couple notable openings.
We did.
There's maybe, thankfully, nothing from the weeds of this weekend that I want to watch. I've done this to you a couple weeks in a row, where I've been like, down here in 53rd is this movie we absolutely have to see. Like,
There's this movie that opened in someone's backyard.
yeah, right. I'm not gonna do that to you this weekend, unless you want to watch Baptists at the barbecue or Baptists at our barbecue.
Uh, You're all right on that one.
Fair. Oh
Oh no,
wait,
thank you
okay,
very
I
much.
take it back. I take it all back.
Oh God, here he goes.
This is
Here he
one
goes.
that I said to you weeks ago. I am so wrong. There is a movie all the way down in 59th that we absolutely have to watch.
Here we go.
So, I'm gonna throw this name out there, and you might remember it from us talking about it. But Primer releases this week on 4 screens.
All right, that's like the cult movie,
It's
right?
like
We were
a
talking
cult
about.
classic, like sci-fi movie about time travel, which,
Yes, yes, I
like,
remember
it
you
feels
talking.
like I want to watch it because I haven't seen it in a while, and I'm pretty sure you've never seen it, and I think it would be
Yeah,
interesting to talk
I
to you
have
about it,
never, I've
regardless if
never
anybody
seen.
listens to it or not.
Okay, all right.
So we
Well,
have Primer in the mix. Then thankfully there's like a big gap here. And then there's some movies, there's 3 that I'm going to throw at you here. We already talked about Taxi. That's got to be on the list here somewhere.
Pixie was the movie that we saw in theaters that weekend.
Yeah. Then there's Raise Your Voice,
Oh Jesus
which
Christ!
I don't know about you, we could probably skip it.
I don't know that I got to do that one.
It's up to you. You're the one married to Heather, so
No, 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 no. No, raise your voice.
and then there's another one like we absolutely need to do Friday Night Lights from this weekend.
Oh yes. Well, we saw that in theaters also. So
Yeah.
at least
So
I
you
saw
want
it
to
in
go with those
theaters.
3?
Okay, yeah, all right. So Primer, Taxi, Friday Night Lights. Are we doing it in the order of box office potential, or how do we want to do it?
I think we should. I think that's been a good run. How do you feel about it?
I can dig on that.
Like we'll drop down to Primer for the real esoteric shit that nobody's gonna watch or listen to, and then we'll get up to like the higher like top 10 movies that still a lot of people won't watch or listen to, but they're more well known.
Yes, there are opportunities. Well, I'm assuming Friday Night Lights won this weekend.
Well, won it in the sense we already talked that that
Oh yeah, well,
Shark
Shark
Tale was the
Tale.
#1 movie.
Yeah, but I will say of the new
But
movies,
of
it's
the
the
3, yeah, Friday Night Lights is like the top of the list, then
okay.
Taxi, and then Primer's all the way down in the middle of nowhere.
Gotcha. All right, so we'll do Primer first, then Taxi, and finish it up with Friday Night Lights. Sounds like a plan.
All right.
And I think I will. I am very excited to watch Friday Night Lights again. I have only saw that the one time in theaters, but I remember really liking it. There's zero shot that Taxi is anything passing a decent movie.
I don't know, dude. I
If
remember
I
kind of enjoying Taxi, and I maybe am crazy, but
if if even a second of that movie is enjoyable, I will be fucking shocked. Oh man, so that'll be something right there. What's the last thing you jammed on?
I'm still for some reason watching Jets football,
Ooh,
which
yeah, already, yeah, it
is just
sounds
a bad decision all around.
yeah, that sounds like
Um,
a really rough way to go of it.
but I've been watching a lot of horror movies. I think what did I talk to you about last time? Did we? I think I mentioned Halloween 3.
Yes, yes, you mentioned the Halloween 3 movie that you turned off immediately and went to Halloween 2.
Right. I finally got around to watching Halloween 4,
Ooh, the
which I
return of Michael
thought was
Myers.
Halloween 5, and then when I realized it wasn't Halloween 5, I turned off Halloween 4 and put on Halloween 5.
The
'Cause-
way you watch Halloween movies just hurts my brain.
yeah. Well, because, like, I really, like, the later Halloween movies are not very good, but I remember the 5th one, because, like, the little girl in it is, like, amazing. She,
Is
like,
that the
plays, like,
one?
a, like,
Is that the one Paul Rudd is in?
I
Or is
don't
that the
think
sixth?
so.
I think it might
No,
be the sixth one. The
he's in
sixth
like
one.
Halloween like H2O or something stupid like
No,
that.
no,
Like it's
he's
like
not.
one of the later ones. This is still that's like in the 90s. This one's I think still from like the late 80s, maybe like 91, something like that. But like it's like the girl like plays like a mute and she's like freaked out from all the stuff that happened in Halloween 4 and she's like in like a mental institution and she's wearing like that pink dress for most of the movie and it's very creepy for like the last like half an hour. I really like Halloween 5. A lot of people
Halloween
don't.
Halloween 6, Paul Rudd. So the Curse of Michael Myers is the follow up to 5. Paul Rudd is in.
Yeah, yeah. So
Ooh.
sure. He's almost there, yeah.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I watched that and then just like a bunch of different horror movies really. What about you? What have you been jamming on?
I went yesterday to see the new Channing Tatum film, Roofman.
Oh.
It was surprisingly good. It was the based on the true story of the criminal that escaped from jail and hid in a Toys R Us for like 6 months, and he like became like a pillar of the community and was like pretty much like ingratiated himself into like the town and everyone loved him. And then like they found out that he was like the escaped convict. It was a pretty wild story, but it was surprisingly funny. It had some like good emotional depth to it. And it was a pretty good Channing Tatum performance. One of the better ones that he's put out.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I ended up liking it a lot more than I thought I was going to. And I'm glad that I went with Roofman instead of putting myself through Tron Ares.
Oh, is it supposed to be really bad?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Somebody's review for it was Tron Ares is so bad it makes you root for AI to come and destroy Hollywood already.
Are we sure that it hasn't already? Like,
And I was like, oh boy, buddy.
I'm gonna go see it just because of that, honestly. I gotta
No, no.
see what made somebody that angry.
I am still planning on seeing Tron. I'm just glad I chose Roofman to see first.
It can't be that bad, can it? I guess it can be that bad. It's
I
definitely
don't know. It
possible. It's,
From every trailer I've seen of it, there's just like I've had no excitement at all to be like it just watching the trailer, I'm never at any point like being like, oh yeah, I know who this is for. Like you're watching it, and you're like, who is this for?
yeah, and then like they made what I can only classify as a very odd decision, which was to put Jared Leto in it. Which like
Apparently, Jared Leto went to them and pitched doing the Tron movie and somehow
yeah,
walked out with $180 million to make that fucking thing.
and like I'm kind of in the same boat as you, only instead of the movie, I'm wondering who is Jared Leto for? You know what I mean? Like where is that guy's audience? Like cuz I just like I
Do
can't
not know.
remember the last time he was in something where I was like, "Yep, that was amazing," and like Jared Leto was amazing in it, you know?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever said that.
I mean, like maybe that Nick Cage movie, like Lord of War. Remember that?
Oh my God. I didn't even remember that Jared Leto's in that.
Yeah, he plays like the like drug addled younger brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nikolai.
Yeah, oh God. Yeah, no, definitely. I don't know that anybody really was like, I go to the movies for Jared Leto.
Dallas Buyers Club. Did you see that movie? Was that movie good? Like, was
Oh
he good in
yeah.
it?
I forgot that he's in that. He's in that one too.
Because like I'm just like I'm drawing a blank. Like when was and like the thing is he's not like the lead in any of those
I'm
movies.
not. He's
Like
very much
what
a
was the
supporting
like
guy.
what's the quintessential Jared Leto movie? I can't come up with it.
We're like he's the star. Like I don't think there is one. Like he's not
Right,
a
and like what's his brand? Like what's
yeah,
the point of him? Like I just like I
he's
can't
not
wrap my head around it.
he's not a front man as much as he wants us to believe it in 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah, and I mean that's the only time he's ever been a front man, right? Like
Yeah.
and then like the fact that somebody was like, "Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's make the third Tron movie and make it starring Jared Leto," is like mind-blowing to me. I don't understand what anybody's thinking in that whole thing.
It is confounding. Speaking actually of Dallas Buyers Club, Matthew McConaughey, who's incredible in that movie. I watched his new movie too, that's on Apple TV, The Lost Bus. Also
The
pretty good.
Lost Bus, did you say?
Yeah, The Lost Bus. It is
Why did they
a
lose it?
another true story about the worst fire to happen in California. And he is like a down on his luck bus driver who gets word that like these kids are like stranded at the school and need to be picked up. So he goes and picks the kids up and then tries to get them out of the town as it's being engulfed by this forest fire. So like they're the lost bus that needs to like get out of town. So it's surprising. That movie also was like surprisingly pretty good, but it has some of the like worst CGI fire that I've ever seen in a movie. And it's
Like
like
worse than Ladder 49, which I don't think was actually that bad in terms of the fire.
it's crazy how much like the technology advances, it kind of regresses because it's like we're just lazily doing it instead of like using CGI to like accentuate. Because like you look at something like an '06, like Davy Jones in Pirates, who looks so goddamn real and fleshed out and like lifelike within this world. And then I look at like they can't even do like composite fire like in the background of a shot.
Right. And it's
Like,
not that they can't, it's just that they don't care to. You know what I mean? Like they
yeah.
don't need to or want to.
And it's just like it's so like glaringly just like obvious and bad when they do that. And I'm like, fuck, man. So like, that kind of takes me out of times. But the movie is was still pretty good. Matthew McConaughey puts in another like stellar performance in that movie too.
Interesting. I mean, it sounds interesting. It
Yeah.
sounds like I'm probably going to see that on like streaming one day.
Two back-to-back based on a true story movies. It was really taking me home this weekend.
Yeah,
Really
with
learned a
John
lot about
Aries, right? That's based on a true
yeah,
story.
yeah. It's based on us unleashing AI on the world to stop us from having to see Jared Leto again.
Yeah. That movie kind of flopped too, right, Tron? Like it
Oh
did not
yes, it
do.
did. It
Yeah,
opened to like
right.
32 million.
Which is maybe the least surprising thing of all time, by the way. Like I just I can't. Like who,
Like
why is Jared Leto still a thing? I don't understand it.
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't think I'll ever know. But we'll give people the week to figure it out, and then they'll join us back here next week for Primer to let us know if they have the answer. And as always, we'll see you at the movies.